Who goes there? Let me know you can hear me now, guys. So, I guess you all want to know why men aren't taking women seriously. You know, I will tell you the truth. Just let me know you can hear me and we're going to start. I promise. What's up, Miss Young? Long time no see. Great. So, oh, by the way, yes, I am wearing my Superman top. Because I feel that if Hollywood were to finally decide that they need a black Superman, that I would be one of the most promising candidates. Yeah, and I think I would want the name of Kent Clark, because I think Clark Kent is a little white boyish. So I would say Kent Clark. Just switch it a little bit. So when you see me, you say, "What's up, Kent?" You know? I have a cousin named Kent, by the way. What's up, V? Reginald, what's up? Yes, sir. I am the article Superman, the real one. Alright? Not them guys and them who's be wearing them Superman and Spider-Man top and with them big belly them. No. This is the reality. So I'm just saying, I think I would be a very good Superman. I can see myself clean shaved with my little makeup on and, you know, my voice rocking, little bass in it, and I come with a little suit and I step in and I said, "Hi, I'm Kent Clark." You know? Just think about it. So, as we supposed to be discussing, yes, I'll order. So, the topic is why men aren't taking women seriously anymore. And actually, a lot of people have issues with this. But I have a lot to say about it, and I'm going to do one for men next week. But what's up, Amaya? I spend a lot of time posting exactly the S. I spend a lot of time posting about men and women and relationship and situations, and you've seen some stuff. I've been one that always said that men and women are different and they think differently, so I'm all for that. But the fact of the matter is, statistics show that 70% of black women are single. Now, you hear which ethnic group 70% of black females are single, right? And I don't want to categorize it because we're in the Caribbean, and so they look at the numbers holistically, and the divorce rate is about somewhere between 53 and 55% now, so it's going up, and we're now in COVID. Now, between technology, lack of morality, just time, COVID, situations and the way people socialize and communicate it's almost non-existent, and with a shorter attention span, so for both genders. And if you put all of that in the mix and you just try to understand the dynamics of what we're talking about, because when COVID is gone, men aren't going to go revert to taking women out and expensive dinners and stuff when they're interested in them, because men have been spoiled because of COVID. People are still meeting, intercourse is still happening, and we all know that in 90 days, it is all it takes for something to change, a culture and habit. So when you look at how long COVID has been in existence, and not only men has changed, women have also changed, right? I've said this before as well. So now, that's scary, because if you take everything else aside and you just look at those dynamics alone, you will see that COVID has changed the game forever. It's not going to change. It's not going to change. It's probably going to get worse. And the amount of relationships have ended because of COVID, because couples have actually had to spend real time together, and most times they can't stand each other. It's not show off thing, it's just facts, Tamara. Facts is facts, you know? So, people have actually had to spend time together. And the fact is, most of the couples don't really like each other. It's a situation, it's just something that works. I went to a resort recently, and I was amazed of seeing 3 men that I know, and that I know 2 of them are happily married, and the other one is, I thought a great relationship. And I'm there and I'm looking at these guys with other women. 2 of them that were married were actually with some Venezuelans, and the other one was with a group of other women, which is not the significant other that I know. And I didn't have to ask these guys. I saw how their demeanor was and the energy and everything, and I was able to understand it's just a matter of a different energy. What these women that I saw, for instance, if you look at Venezuelan women, they can cook, most of them. And for the ones that can cook and the ones that can, they were extremely happy and relaxed totally. And the one that can cook, they make sure that from a feminine standpoint, like I've never seen or heard a guy interact with a masculine Venezuelan woman. These women are very feminine or come across that way. I don't know what you mean by image, Tamara. And these women make sure that they give feminine energy. Most of them, you have to admit, take care of their body. Whether it is that they have put in implants or not, there's some effort of taking care of their bodies. And it's without saying that they make sure and do what they need to do in the bedroom. And if men are very simple. I've given the dynamics as I was discussing with my parents earlier, how simple it is to make a man get an orgasm, but how complex it is to make a woman get an orgasm. If you do the same thing that made her get an orgasm in a minute last night, tomorrow night for 25 minutes, it's not going to do anything. And that's how crazy it is. Well, you know what I mean, and I can agree with that statement that they may just be Latinas, and so, but that's the point. I'm still coming back to the same thing: the energy, look, even in the international stage from a fitness standpoint, the Latin women rule fitness. It's without saying, they rule fitness, and so they're coming in droves. You understand? And men are simply saying, all right, if I'm going to stay in a relationship, then all right. Like, most guys I know are dabbling in some kind of external situation. Why is that happening? I'm just making sure I read it, what you say. Yeah, I agree with you, Reginald. And that's the reason in the whole genesis of the reason why men aren't taking women seriously. You see this concept that, let me explain something to you, right? Al, you seem to really know a lot about the Latinas, but that's why I guess I haven't seen you with a Trini woman in a while, but we'll talk about that. So, when we look at it holistically, relationships and women and scenarios, and if a woman wants to know if if a man is interested and she is doing what she's supposed to do, if she, and understand this dynamic, because women have a tendency to think that they know about men. If she is highly attracted to him, he gets her wet very easily, sometimes without a touch, just by speech or look or something, and she's still not, or she finds herself wanting to have intercourse with him when he's there or not, then it means that that man is into her. We tend to not understand the importance and significance of testosterone and estrogen. And because most of you women, especially black women, are highly masculinized, it means that your testosterone levels are higher, it means your estrogen levels are lower. So men don't see you as very feminine. And so what happens is that men's testosterone levels drop, and when men's testosterone levels drop, your estrogen level drops further, which causes your testosterone to drop, to rise more. It always is balancing, left and right, you know, it's a scale. And so if you want to know if your man is really interested in you and if you're doing what you're supposed to do right as a woman, it means that if you are not finding yourself highly attracted to that man that you once were, it means that you're failing, because men are very simple. Women have superpowers, and so if that's why I don't care when women say that there aren't any good men out there and all of these nonsense. What women can do to men, men can't do to women. Few men have the power to variety of scenarios. Like you hear people say all the time that women choose men. But women don't choose all men. There are some men that choose women. That women can't choose them. They can choose which woman they decide to settle with. Not all men can do that. Only alpha males have that ability to do that. But most women can choose men because they are the ones who are thinking in abundance. A true alpha male who's high value thinks in abundance all the time. He says, bitch, go. Now, no woman wants to be with a man that is... I hear you, brother. No woman wants to be with a man who nobody else wants. And if she is with him, she's not really going to be attracted to him, because that's simply how the value goes. The problem is that a lot of men fall in love with women, and which should never happen. As much as she may want it, never fall in love with a woman. It's the most dangerous thing you can do. But the reason men aren't taking women seriously, because for some reason women think that they are the prize. And women, let me let you all know something. You all are not the prize. It's a dangerous thing to think that you are the prize. You came from men. You are not the prize. And until a woman understands that the man is the prize, then she is not going to really be happy in a relationship, because if she gets that understanding that the man is the prize, it's the only thing that really gets her centered and really makes her happy. This is not saying that women aren't high value. It's not saying that women aren't worth billions, if not trillions. It's not saying that a man is worth more than a woman. Don't mix up and don't think or say anything I'm not saying. We are talking about, if for instance, look at a marriage. If a man doesn't propose to a woman, her value it slips away. A woman's value is not accredited to on the basis of what she accomplishes in her career, being a minister or a president or something. To her especially, and to other women. A woman who has 6 children and an amazing marriage and is a homemaker who's not working anywhere is more valuable to men than a woman who's a president of a country. An accomplishment that a woman gets is not the same, good evening Nikisha, what's up, as a high value woman. So a successful woman is not a high value woman. And the mistake women make, especially black women, is that they're chasing career. No woman should ever chase a career before a relationship. It's the most detrimental thing that she can do. Make sure you're in a very solid relationship. I see women all the time saying that they need to do X, Y, and Z and then focus on a relationship. You're a fool. And it's not saying that you're stupid and that you're dunce and don't have any level of intelligence, but your method of thinking is making you foolish, and it's making you single. You're going to stay single, and no one is coming, because the more you chase academics, the more masculine you're going to be. You may think you're as feminine as whatever. It's very simple to estimate. If you are high value, then why are over 70% of you are not in relationships? Why is that happening, or not married? A high value person has the ability to be in a relationship and marry someone or anyone that they want to whenever they want to. And if you find yourself thinking that you're high valued and you're not married and you're 30, 40, 50 years, then what? And I'm seeing you women posting now that don't rush me, they say I should have a baby at this point and that point, whatever. It's a foolish statement. And all this does is fuel female hypergamy. That's all it does, but it leaves you alone. Because while that song's pretty to you, nobody is coming to hold you at night and you need to cuddle. Men don't need to cuddle in a bed after sex or without sex. That's why half of you put pillows all between your leg, all under your head, all under your arm, just to have something there because it's a cuddling issue for you. Men don't sleep with pillows between their legs and sleep with pillows through their arms and hold sort of teddy bear and squeeze it. It's a woman thing. You are interconnected. You are interdependent. Men are independent, and that's why also whenever a woman says that she's an independent woman, she's also pushing men away from her through her mouth, through her lips, through her vibration. Men are not taking women seriously because women are not women, or women are not being women anymore. Men don't need to take you seriously, and for some reason, some women are the view that I just born and I grew up and I am big and I am an adult and that means I'm a prize and I'm a princess. I thought that you know how you become a princess or a queen is when you are married to a king. Everybody just wakes up and decides to put a crown on their head, even though it makes out of barbed wire. Some of their crowns rusty or it makes out of some old wood or something, some from somewhere. But any crown that they get, they want to say they're a princess. You're not a princess. Alright, unless you have value to a man and men are vying to be with you and they're choosing you based on the fact that you're virtuous, you are not a princess. Okay? Point blank, period. You can think you're a princess all you want. It comes like if somebody has a Ferrari, they paint it red and put a Ferrari sticker on it and think that that's a Ferrari in the garage because they say it's a Ferrari. That's not how it goes. Alright? And you women don't seem to understand that men are not going to choose you if you're not feminine. Look, for example, I know some people. Let me give you scenarios. I have a friend who is highly sexy, amazing voice, highly educated, works, right? She's single at least 6-7 years now. Good? Why is a man not taking her seriously? Because she has a lot of buttons on her face. Men will not choose you if they are seeing buttons in your face, no matter, and she has an amazing physique. They are not, and I'm not talking about a button. Men totally get it and understand if your monkeys is coming and you have some buttons coming out. They get that. We're not talking about the fact that you have two buttons or whatever in your face. You guys go crazy about that, and that's why you all go crazy because you know that this person I'm talking about have hundreds of buttons on her face. Why is a person not taking the man not taking her seriously? Why is she still single? That is the reason. She doesn't seem to understand that. Us men have spoken about it, and that's the reason. We see her as being unhealthy. No matter how good her body looks, we see her as being unhealthy. It's just a thing that we have built into our system. Now every 4 months, your body changes its cells totally. Why is it that she still has buttons on her face? It's very simple. In 7 years, all she needs to do is just go and do a live blood analysis. It tells her what's wrong in her blood, tells her what she's lacking, what she needs to eat, problem solved. It's not even going to take 4 months. It's probably going to start to change in about 2 weeks. And so because of lack of knowledge and wisdom and understanding, she's single and will remain single simply because she doesn't want to do that. Some of you women, you know your ass is flabby. You're not going to fix it. Your butt is a muscle. You're not fixing it at all, right? And so what you're doing is nothing. When you go out or you go to a gym or you go to a park or something, you put a sweater wrap around your waist as if it's a style. Us men know it's not no flaking style. Us men know that your butt is saggy and you're hiding a saggy butt. All you need to do is just do some exercise. Instead, some of you are walking around the place with some resistance band around your leg because somebody tell you that works. And no fitness person that you see out there who compete in fitness at a high level is doing that foolishness. And you're walking up a hill like a penguin thinking that it's going to work and not keeping them all closed. That band, even if it's working for you, you're not going to see anything that it's doing simply because you're not keeping them all closed and there's a lot of fat covering your body. Nothing is happening really and truly. And it just amazes me that these are simple, small fixes. Just be a woman. None of you I shouldn't say none of you. Take that back. I humbly apologize because I'm seeing at least 3 people I know who are actually investing in themselves. But most of you have never read a book about being a woman. And for some reason, you just tell yourself that because my mother was a woman, is a woman, or was a woman, and she grew up, and I'm now an adult, I know how to be a woman. And I kid you not, right? Or any amount, I'm being honest. Kid you not. No, I don't know which one of you is brave enough to come and sit here with me or do a live with me and tell me what it is to be a woman. And I could tell you guys what it is to be a woman. Now, why is it that I am a man and I can tell most women about being a woman? Why am I able to tell most women about their vagina, their breasts, their cycle, their hormones? It's crazy that I can do that more than most women. Like, what is that? And I'm a man. But you want to be in a relationship with a man and have a solid relationship, but you are not able to have a conversation, a serious conversation about being a woman. And some of you have 3, 4, 5, 6 children, and you want something. I mean, it's crazy. It really just is crazy. I can't understand it. Right? I'm a man. I just showed you guys last week. I am buying books about understanding how men think, and I know how men think. Not because I'm a man and I grew up, but because I've read it. You all have heard me speak for the last year and a half, and I'm still speaking. But I'm still reading about these things. Because I know that I'm telling you guys when I sit and I talk to you towards this camera, you get a piece of paper and score me from 1 to 10 and write down attributes that a man must have and see which one I have that is 0. And then you do it to yourself. You can talk scripture with me. You can talk politics with me. You can talk academics with me. You can talk relationships, human body, you name it. It's absolutely madness. You can talk fitness. You can have a conversation with me about stuff because I know my value and I'm putting in the work constantly. Men will not take you women seriously because you don't understand the simple fundamentals, and men are so simple. All of us men want the exact same thing from all women, but you women want 10 million different things from men. So it's not as easy for us to decide and know what you want. A man must understand him. If I'm choosing a woman, for example, I need to know who I am and what I am as a person. On the spectrum of being alpha male, which is alpha alpha, to bottom being beta beta, I am alpha alpha. It doesn't get more alpha than me. Like, I look at the movie recently, I think it's The Hate You Give. I don't know if which one of you have seen that. And when I look at this, the father who's playing the role of In The Hate You Give, I am laughing because I've always heard people tell me this nonsense about when I become a father, you will see how your daughter will have you and whatever. And I'm telling you guys now, I say to everybody, I tell my parents, that is shit. My children are some little flicking rascals until they become children who I can trust and become more than they are. You always want to give children more pips, and oh, I love my children, and the apple of my eye, and the tear nothing as shit. These children have done nothing to be worthy of having that type of privilege. They are children who you make, came out of you, end of flicking story. And you love them because as a parent, you're responsible. This kind of stupidity, love, and you're talking to your baby. Let me tell you guys something else. You see this nonsense you parents do, and go and read. And that's the next thing. You all are not reading about being parents and mothers to understand the nonsense you all are doing to hurt your children. You see this stupidness you all do with babies and boys, and coochie, and go, all kind of stupidness. No, it sounds funny. It's the worst thing you can do because your child is trying to grow and store information to understand how to speak properly. Because before you stand up in front of the child and you ball, us, people, and talk proper, coochie, cool, and mama, good, you hear the baby saying that to you? But you are here doing all kind of stupidness to a child who, if this child can flicking talk and had enough sense, you'll say, what stupidness you doing, man? Teach me something now. You don't want to ask. You have never read a book. So this child mind is developing like that. And you coochie, baby one. Nonsense. Big women I'm seeing doing these things. What is the value to men? Men are not going to take you. Listen, I don't think there's a woman out there who don't want a high value flaking man. Right? But when you get a high value man, what are you going to do with him? What are you going to do with him? Tell me, what are you going to do with a high value man when you get him? What are you going to tell him? What are you going to tell him? I have a friend who, oh, you're nice, whatever. Okay, you find out something that somebody you could probably be with, but okay. You jumping out yourself for some small little stupidness. I'm like, okay. Attitude, okay. Now, I know with you and I are nothing. I watching you interact with a little scenario here, and attitude, and I must consider interest or you as a person to be with. Me, I have other friends. Oh, you're high value, whatever, and asking me some nonsensical questions that all it requires is to just do so. Okay, let me see something. 5, 6, 19 stupid questions you're asking me because you just don't want to sit down and it's like I feel sometimes in KFC when you see these girls doing this, it's not only dandruff in the flicking hair because they're trying to get the brain to work or something. It's like, what you're asking me? And you high value, you are a good woman, you ready to be a wife to a man? You know what a man need? That's what a man need to have you can't just think. So he coming home, you don't know he coming home that when you're a woman, you won't even take off your man's shoes when he come home. Men want simple things, high value. Little stupidness, you want man to send you rose in the middle of the week on a rainy day for no reason at all. But you wouldn't take off your shoes once of flaking me. I was doing my feet the other day, right? Yes, I was doing my feet. You know why I was doing my feet? Because I Mark Hardy. If you come around me with some jacked up feet, like I go to pick you up and I just see your foot looking ashy, I will lock my doors and I stand by the car and I'm talking to you right there. And you'll be like, baby, go where? And we're not going go where? We're not going anywhere with your ashy feet. You're not, no. So I know this, I tell myself, don't you fear, I take care of my feet. A man don't necessarily have to do that, but it's wise for him to do that, especially to be fair, if that's what he likes too. You understand? So, and this is what she's telling me. I have a problem with women. It's a woman talking. You know you're 6. But all of a sudden, yeah, tomorrow, you go ahead with me. Let me answer you. You're scratching me. But on top of my roof of my mouth scratching me, you go ahead with me before you're not done your gauge. I see you want me to say something now. So, all of a sudden, you wake up and you feel, you know, I could be with a 10. You know you're African 6, eh? Well, some of all, because some of all is 4 and think all is 9. But you know you're African 6. I could be with him. Okay. And then they go and they put on waist corset, eyebrows, fake hair, you name it. And you guys know I don't have enough fingers. And Samantha behave. And you go out with him. Alright. Oh my God, look at this, give one bottom. Look at this, wherever. When he done talking about your bottom and he push your brother away, we not even talk about if you get to go to sex, because I have seen in my lifetime I take a girl out, and I would give she at least 8.5. And when we reached and it was time to take off clothes, she was getting like about 4.5. All look good. All of a sudden, I just simply say, I'm feeling sick. I don't know what happened. I think I eat something bad. If you see lie, Kern, if you see fake lie, Kern, say, what happened? I say, I don't know. I really don't know. Let me sit down. And you know, you women could easily go into a kind of nurse mother mood. And when I see the nurse mother mood, you can say, good. So you're not feeling a real feeling. Like I think I eat something allergic. If you see antics, if you see lie, yes, me and them. So if you see lie, when I see 4, I say, hi. No. Gone. I answer when the car was better. Normal. I say, me and all, yeah. You reach home safe? I do like a sleeping. Next 3 days, I say, yeah, I good man. And since then, I was busy. I'm not doing it. I'm not doing it. I know you all think it's just back another one. No, I'm just being real. I have said, you all are not trees. We are not a tree. There's nothing people could tell me. I could tell all the bad things people tell me, and I just have worked on it. And for some reason, yeah, me and all you, for some reason, all I just can keep all the more close and just go and do a little exercise. I'll be when he's kill me. I'll be how much of them willing to keep them all flicking clothes and lose the flicking weight like you lose, Abby? How much? Eh? How much? I meet them wearing some tight clothes, high-waist jeans, all kind of thing, and just all look at wear is flicking sundress. And they still think that it is flicking 10s. You was never a flicking 10 to start with. People know, yes, Kern, it's every time you look, it's just all kind of fakery. Like, oh God, just be authentic self. You're fat, you're out of shape, and you're lazy. Admit it at least. Let me respect you for that. Men are not going to take it serious, and this is the difference in women. It takes you 3 months for you to fall in love with a man. To move from meeting him to really being really in love with this man and being invested and come to tears and cry and whatever, at least 2.5 to 3 months. If he don't invest and spend time and get to know you because it's hormones you're dealing with, if that dopamine ain't kicking in your flicking mind, your hormones and estrogen ain't going to be rattled for him. He can't turn you on sexually like that. If you need some, you need some. That's different. I'm talking about to see him, be with him, and say, yeah. I know from the beginning you could say to yourself, yeah, here you get it. But I'm talking about you reaching the point of actually wanting to give it to him. Take about 2-3 months. You all know that. But for a man, it's opposite. Listen what happened with a man. A man see you one time, he could think about, listen, we are men. And Kern and Alan, we could tell you, that's some women we see, and we say, it has no way that we ain't gonna put it up. We see that one time, we looking everywhere. Wow, look at this woman. We want to build a house, we know how the children are gonna look like, how much children we're gonna want. We know what we're going to do already from go. We know she name could be Stephen. We just know that, yeah. We don't even say nothing. We just be passing photos around on Instagram. If you see how we go. And we just like. Bro, that's how we ball. Bro, Lord, pass 10. That's all we be saying as men. You understand? And then we meet you. Hi. Well, hoping that your voice nice. Because if your voice off, you're already getting thrown off. You're throwing me off already as men. Because I'm telling you, me and chaos with you. I have some voice. And sometimes I can watch a photo and know your voice irritating. It's really that bad. I can watch a photo and know your voice irritating. So, hi. How you going? I'm alright. Okay, where you from? Port of Spain. You spend Port of Spain. Diego Martin? Okay. So what you like doing? Well, it depends. No kind of personality, conversation, you're dumb like a nut. So all we say now is, alright, this is a sex scene here because she has no value for me. Now the problem is, sometimes a man is fall in love, and this is where I keep telling men don't ever fall in love with a woman. That's the deadliest thing, because if you fall in love with a woman, it means that you'll be blind to seeing these things I'm talking about here. If you decide to love a woman, you'll go through the ranks and decide and make decisions. But if you fall in love with her, you won't see these things. And so you go on a run and you get married. Right? Yeah, exactly, Reginald. You go on a run, Karen Walkman. You go on a run and you get married to her. And then the baby come. And you see this nonsense too that you women is born and you get C-section that your belly can't go down. I pray that my wife hears this question, my future wife, this statement. She better make sure if that is she position, if that is her statement, that child come out the right place, because C-section or not, that belly ain't going to be no how but flat. And I'm saying it, I want to take a little pause and make sure I say this very clearly. You will have a problem. See this lazy assness about I have a C-section, and so I see too many women. I see women at 3 times that C-section and they're barely flat with 6-pack. I don't want to hear that lazy ass flicking statement from no flicking woman. It had nothing. You see all this thing, and as I tell somebody about weight, the first thing all the women is go on Instagram and Facebook and ball is, but what if they have a health? You see that shit? It's only 1% of people or less have issues with health that cause them not to be able to lose weight. I don't want to hear it. We're not talking about them. We're talking about the ones who's barrel, who are lazy. You see, anytime I open my mouth and about, I don't like the freaking gym. You never spend 2 weeks whole or a month straight in the gym. I don't like the freaking gym. Ass lazy. And I'm telling you guys this. Evaluate a woman carefully. If she don't like the freaking gym and you into fitness, please move on. Say hasta la vista. She can't freaking cook and you like to eat, please move on. Please move on. You like a house clean, spanking clean, and you realize she come by you 3-4 times and never wash a plate? Goodbye. Have a good day. Please move on. You watch she freaking drive and she head right up to the freaking steering, and every minute she blow a freaking horn. Guys, please move on. She don't want to stop for somebody and she cussing every freaking minute. Please move on. She don't want to talk about Bible or God or anything like which is rare with women. I am going to tell you, you're marrying the freaking devil. Move on. And the list can go on and on. Understand what you want as a freaking man. She's not giving you that. Move on. Because I'm telling you guys, and most of the people on this line here, and I can admit, I have met some women who I did not know was high value, and I also blame in part those women because they did not do what they were supposed to make sure that I knew as a man. There are women who I know who have amazing women, can cook like wow, can do some stuff, and the men don't know. Somehow the other women and church is partly to blame for this, where you tell yourself, the church is telling you don't do nothing because you're not his wife. Let me tell you something, you're dating a freaking man. I'm not telling you to go by him and cook every freaking weekend, but I am telling you women, make sure you go and cook once, or you bring something that you cook and make sure you eat it. You see this nonsense? I'm not telling you to go and wash your clothes. But if you come in the freaking house and you see the floor one sweeping, pick up the freaking broom and sweep it. I'm telling all you, all who feel that they're above this thing, fine. Plenty of all you feel all they're going to be single for 3-4 years, and I single by choice. You're a lie, you know. You're not single by freaking choice. There is nobody who really wants you, because if a man who's high value come to you right now, you're in a relationship. And if you're really high value and you're single, it is not by freaking choice. Women do not stay single by freaking choice. A woman cannot help herself. But be attracted to a flicking man. If he's a formidable alpha male who is high value, she cannot stay away. She will enter something with that man. She can't. I'm telling you guys that because that's how women are designed. You all are not independent. When you feel a cut on your finger, you get to. I don't know what I mean by that, man. So, I just telling you guys exactly how a Latina would freaking do it. I just telling you guys simple. See this nonsense that you're teaching all. There's some other women, I am the prize, and you just say, no, I'm waiting for, well, you like him, but he had to chase me, because if I tell him I like him or sure I like him, I'll be chasing. Wait there. You wait and see. He come in just now. You know how much all you, and I see it all the time. I see it every day, and I'm like, bitch, I didn't want you watch me. You passing me on a flicking road, and all of a sudden you have a flicking bird in a tree. And some of you won't watch me because of insecurity. You flicking know that I would watch you and say, bitch, you don't have a flicking chance. Keep it moving. Some of you know that. So it's insecurity. And then some of you feel, oh, that's so sweet. Foot ashy, toes off the slippers, hair in a mess, 10 buttons on one side of your face, and you feel hot. No, nobody is watching in the first place. Keep it pushing. This nonsense had a flicking stop. The best thing a woman could do also is just simply say good morning. Hi. This stripping is about you passing a man and you a tree. Or all of a sudden God coming. Or you have a snake crossing on the road. It's the weirdest, most foolish thing. Yes, thank you, Kern. Happy wife, happy life. Anytime all the woman here or the husband say that, you all are in trouble. And men, anytime you all are saying to a woman, happy wife, happy life, I'm telling you, you're a little panty, man. You understand? Because I'm telling all of you women, the only way you can be flicking happy is if your husband happy. Just picture the scenario. Wife happy, husband not happy. What happens? I didn't want to paint itself. She happy, everything, husband happy. She could never be happy because her mood is linked to him. He ain't happy. That hormones that he giving off, vibration, energy, he carries the depth of the relationship. She fills the void. He carries the depth. That's why women ask men, where is this going in a relationship after a while? Right? And when a man asks that question, you women get turned off. You know why? He creates depth in a relationship. You fill the void. And the void you're supposed to be filling is always make sure that your sexual, feminine energy is all in his face and all around him. From the colors you wear, the tone you're speaking, how fast you speak, how you watch him, everything. But you all do that because I'm a career woman. I work in too. Hey, alright. You get all them eggs and them green and dry up. That's some, you see what coming out there now? You see this COVID and what coming out there now? When parties start back, the kind of breed of woman that is going to be unleashed, telling all they who lazy, you see your gym clothes and don't want to do nothing, watch what going to happen to all the and all the man now. When parties start back, watch. And you really can't say nothing much because he gone. Tomorrow, me reading all of this long thing here. You know why? What I get from all the reading, all they saying there? Your ass is flicking lazy. I hope it's not you talking about. I don't care if it's 99 layers of flicking skin. If you have flicking dinosaur or something, lose the flicking belly. You all are baby fat on the baby is 10 years old, you're an elephant. You all are baby fat on all the baby fat. The baby fat. Your child is growing beard and the flicking chin, but his baby fat, you have any flicking belly? From which baby? You have baby every flicking month? Which baby? Your ass is flicking lazy. Close your flicking mouth, go up on bamboo cathedral and run. That is what you need to flicking do. Me and all that 10 layers, how much layers does the doctor say? It could be 99 flicking layers. Lose it. Of course, Reginald. And this stripping is about happy wife, happy life. Anytime a man say that, I know either he penis small, he have erectile dysfunction, or he don't control the sex in a relationship. Because no wife of mine, well, I shouldn't even say no wife of mine. No woman in mine gave me to do two things. See happy wife, happy life, or whatever it is, trippiness they be saying, good. And you see this trippiness, you come in men and they be doing, where you all are going and propose to a woman and you kneeling down. Go and freaking read a book and see where this kneel down proposing trippiness come from for me, please. Stop kneeling down and watching up a freaking woman and will you marry me nonsense because you sit in some freaking movie. You have a conversation with your freaking partner. You sit down with your freaking partner. This is what we want to do. This is where I want to go. This is what I want to build with you. How are we going to do this together? Yes, boom, boom, boom. Marry me. Marry me then. You're supposed to be worthy enough. Marry me. Anytime a man freaking kneel on me for a freaking woman and she look down at him and he would you marry me? You have already put yourself in this position. She loves the idea, but it's going to affect her thinking of you. If a man is, especially if he's taller and he stand up and he look at her and she looks at him and he use the right picture and say, then marry me. Watch this woman actions and behavior. You know what man get rejected because they kneel down? Or they see the videos and they hold in the hand and since the day I met you, I have been and I can't live without you and my soul and you made a better man, my ass. It's the shit. You know, anyhow, I see my flicking part. So next week I'm going to deal with men because I have some stuff to tell men. You see how much time I cross over into men? I am being real. Men not going and take all the flicking serious. I seen it every flicking day. I watch it on Facebook. I seen all the men and I could pinpoint. There's some women I'm right now watching some of the images who I know are high value women on this list. I'm watching their image. And some of them have told me that they're working on themselves. I already find that they're already high value and they're still telling me I am putting in some work and they're buying some freaking books. Some of you, they buy a single book. I counted since I started to do this video to now. I have shown you guys 51 different books I have read. And I guarantee you if I were to list it out now and ask some of you, show me the books that I have pointed out to you that you should buy. Some of you have purchased none, not even an Audible self. And I have seen women who I know are high value women have purchased some books and have asked me about some book name and I've seen them show me it in the cart coming from Amazon buying it. But all they feel all these princess and all the high value. Ask any woman on this video, this live right now, which one are all they not high value and they go see. Ask and see. It is amazing to me, right? It is amazing to me. You're just lazy. You have no real value to a man. He's wasting his time. And anytime I started sitting down when COVID is over, and I started sitting down with men, I am telling some men to leave all their ass. I tell all you straight, leave all their ass and stop wasting time. Because, you know why? Most of you freaking women, and I'm saying it and I'm not making no apologies, are worthless to men. Not to life, not as a human being, but to men, you are worthless and you're wasting men time. And you're not, you know, some of you women have been married, right? 5, 6, 10 years or have relationship and I've never one day tell a man I believe in you and we're going to do whatever it is you say we're going to do together and we are not going to fail. You, just some simple words will etch you as a woman in a man's mind. And you all have never been able to tell a man something simple as that, but feel you're apprentice to flicking who? A dog or a flicking cat? That is who you're apprentice to? Nah, man. Well, you can do better than that. You can do better than that. I say all the time, people who know me hear me say it. If I were to ask God, I will come back a flicking woman. I think I real lot as a flicking man, and I think I real have privileges and stuff as a man. I could do what most men can't. I'm telling you guys that because opportunity work. And this is not even about size. I have a partner. I won't call him name. He's on the live right now. Because I'll put him on the spotlight. He's shorter than me. Doesn't have my physique. But anytime we go and do something together and we in a place together, the energy he brings and the things that he could do and wherever in a scenario is either matches mine or even more. This has nothing to do with height. This has nothing to do with stature per se. Even though he carries himself well and he's confident. It's just the thinking and the knowledge and the information on your value as an individual. I'm not every woman's cup of corned beef. He's some other woman corned beef. He's not every woman's either. But you will somewhere find him and not me and wherever. Because he's high value, I high value. I could tell he's high value. It just amazes to me why women, like I could pinpoint in this live right now, I'm only seeing about 3 or 4 women who I could even think about being high value. And you feel I don't know you to really think and know if you're high value. No, I could look at little things you post, things you say, what you do say, what you post on Facebook, how your images look on Facebook, and I could tell you if you're high value or freaking not. From your hairstyles and all, I can tell you if you're high value or not. It's just real crazy. I hope you all get it. I've been very frank. I don't put no water in my mouth. You know me, guys. I am just simply saying, facts is facts. Women can flicking do better than what they're doing. You all are failing as women and failing as men. And if I have a say, I will, like our partner today, I ain't never seen him in life here, telling me some stupidness about the video I post about, and I'll talk about this next week, about he's good shit all the time with a flicking girl. I say, I like it. No, I don't like it. What you do about it? And I tell she about it. And she, what? Then bitch, leave then. Bye. If I tell you something and that's how you is, go and be that way for some other man then. Men are no value for themselves, and neither does some of you women. And you know why you all are no value? Because you're worthless, man, and you know that. But you're hiding it. Tell yourself, because I put on a push-up bra, or put on some pasties, or stick my bra up, my breast up, and I put on a top, and I could put on a jeans, and my bottom could kind of punch out in it. That is your value system, man. So when his sex done and he get orgasm, what happens after he get orgasm and his testosterone levels drop? What happens then? Okay, sex is it. You're real good in bed. What happens after? What could you tell him? Because I know some women who could, after sex or during sex, could get a whole house from the husband. Some of you can't even get a glass of freaking water when they're done. Man, I had enough. And I don't care who vex. You know what people believe because I'm talking the truth. And I see them every freaking day. They're still fat and manless. That's the business. I don't need to be nobody's friend. I am telling you the truth. And you could leave all you want. When it's all said and done, you could say one thing is right, and you have always been right, and I've said say what you have said. And you know why I could talk this way? None of you could see you all have seen me somewhere and I've been out of shape, I've been this, I've been wherever. I've been consistent. And if I put on a little belly, it goes. It don't stay. What is this thing about, you know, man, you know how many of you don't even know what you really look like because your face fat and you feel like your face have a mask and you put on a mask for COVID. So you're wearing 2 masks and you want your man to love you and you don't even freaking know what you look like. Because your face is not your face and now you're putting on a freaking mask and you want him to love you. He don't know who you are, why he must love you, and who are you? Lose the freaking weight. It's the easiest thing. A man don't need to lose weight to be with a woman and have her in grip. He doesn't. That is not what you all go on. Fat and male-less, Samantha. Thank you. Look, Samantha, for example. I know Samantha. Samantha, how long I know you, boy? About 10 years? Before I even started to speak. Ask Samantha if I ever disrespect her one day, 1 second. The very second, the minute I meet Samantha, I walk and meet Samantha. The very minute I meet Samantha, I could say high value. Like that, I could say high value. Carried herself and have been precisely consistent across the line. I could put men in a block. I haven't seen Samantha in maybe about 8-10 years now, Samantha, and I could tell people that Samantha is still high value because of how she has kept herself. And I could do it for many other people on this line here. It is not hard. Just be a freaking woman. Take care of your freaking self. Understand what men want. You could be a leader. You could be a boss. But have a value for a man. And unless you as a woman have a value to a man, I am telling you, you are nothing in this life. Because your purpose is linked to having a man feel a particular way. If you have a husband and he is leaving that house to go to work or face that world, and he is timid, he is not motivated, he doesn't have courage, you have to understand as a woman, I have failed, because that success for your family and your spiritual leadership is tied to what comes out of your mouth and goes into that man's ears. You understand? It is that serious. A purpose of a woman is to continue, and that's why women test men, but women don't even understand that the reason you're supposed to test men is simply because you are supposed to prepare him for when he faces the world. Not to test him because of your female hypergamy and your out of control emotions and you can't be pleased and all kind of nonsense. It's simply to test him, to prepare him, so that when he passes your test and when he fails, don't judge him on it. Encourage him and make him do better next time until he yes. I mean, look at Michelle Obama. All I want to read the flicking book. What it is? Something with Michelle Obama. All I want to read the book and nothing only learning from it. Look at it. Look at the book. Look at the book. This man could never be president without her. But you never hear one day say because of me though, or even give her a little hint. Exactly. But Reginald, the improvement of a man is tied hugely on a wife. If you look at kingdoms over the years, over time and over the years, throughout history, women have been responsible for kingdom rising and falling. It's always tied to the woman, the right woman. And as you put up a post about behind every good man is a woman and whatever, all of them women is like it, and some of them they ain't good for a man flicking fly if less for a flicking man, but they love it. You're not good for no flicking man. You're not good. The hormones just act up just so. So you crazy then. Why you don't go sentence and just sit down then? Go and say, listen, I crazy. Because my hormones acting up, I crazy. Ah! Scream. Go and flick into that tomorrow. And hormones just act up just so. Good. I agree with you. So here what to do. Go sentence, sit down. I crazy. Hormones acting up. See then get some flicking pills. If you feel that is how this be. So okay, you can identify. Okay, period coming. Alright. Let me be careful. Alright. I think I shouted him a little too loud because, babe, I'm sorry. I overdo it. It's not about the month. And you move on. Instead, it's not about the month, it's hormones and whatever. And the woman and the emotions. Craziness. Anyhow, guys, sorry for taking up so much of your time. But I just wanted to get my point across. Yeah, Reginald. I just want to get my point across and I hope you all get it. And next week I'll come in equally as hard for the men. Alright? So bye for now. Talk soon.